Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dirty Water Racing channel. So if you guys remember, I showed you guys that Racedeck by Snaplock Industries. So we got all of our Racedeck here. You can make your own pattern, lay it all out, figure out how you want it. Square foot tiles. I'm going to show you guys what I do for cleaning the floor. I'm going to blow the floor out, clear it all up, make sure there's no raised surfaces anywhere. Along the edges, we're going to leave these edges out so that we don't, we're going to put wood panels here. When we come to this edge, it'll be a flat edge. And then I'll show you what I do for cutting them and how Snaplock you can go on. They have install videos and it shows you there's different ways you can do it, but I'm just going to start off by cutting these wall panels. And then I'll go ahead and I'll put right here the video of how to do all of it, how to get it. Hey everyone, so I'm on Racedeck.com. This is where I ordered my floor tiles from, my vented floor tiles. If you go on Racedeck, you can check out all the different products they have. We're going with the free flow tiles. You can check out their galleries, photos of everyone that's a customer, and then they have a floor designer. So in the floor designer, you can do a custom size, or you could do a preset size, whatever you want to do, and then hit continue. You can do any of these preset settings for colors if you want. I went with blank because we're going to go with a blank canvas. And then here in the corner, you'll select whatever tile it is that you plan on using. We're using the free flow tiles. With this blank canvas, what I did is, because we have that 12-foot cutout, 12 by 3 foot cutout, we're going to go ahead and drop it down. It's an extra tile on the back, but it's 3 feet deep, so we're going to go ahead and cut it out right at 4 feet. The space is that empty space next to the cutout. So we won't, unless you want to add, you can add tiles in here if you want extra tiles. So then if you hit these little edge pieces, it'll fill in the entire edge. And then if you don't want the entire edge, you just run the cursor over where you want the tile and it'll start counting it. Down here you can see 98 black free flow tiles. And then if you go to another color, you can go to another color and go ahead and start filling it in. Like I said, you can do whatever design you want, whatever color you want, however you want to set it up, checkered pattern. And then go down here and you'll see it's just added 78 orange tiles. So when you finish up, you'll go ahead and submit for the quote, and then the girl Jessica from Racedeck will probably email you, ask you if you need edging, which is edging will go along this edge. They don't have edging in this editor. But if you go into Garage Flooring Inc., they have an editor. If you go into their vented gridlock tiles, these are 1 square foot tiles as well. So if you go into their floor designer and you go ahead and design a floor in this, whatever the amounts add up to, you can pretty much assume that they're going to be the same for Racedeck. But if you see down here, like it shows these edge tiles. So if I wanted to change the bottom edge tiles to yellow, it'll tell me how many edge tiles I need. I have 2 bays, so there'll be a couple of edge tiles that won't be needed in the middle and the sides. I can't confirm or deny this, that if you go to garagejournal.com and create an account on the forum, and you send Racedeck an email saying that you are a member of the Garage Journal forum, they may or may not give you a discount. I can't confirm or deny that. So back to the Racedeck flooring. So we added 2 extra tiles on each end, so it's 24.5 width. So we'll cut these down 9 inches to give us the 3 inches on this side, and then cut these down 9 inches to give us 3 inches on this side. Now what you can do, because it's 24.5 feet, you can take these tiles, you cut these tiles down to get you 3 inches over here, and then you can take the leftover from these tiles that you cut and take them and put them on this side, and you can cut those tiles down this way from left to right to 3 inches, because this panel that you cut down, you still have these, you can use these as long as you're going to the back side of these tiles with them. Same thing with going front to back, these will be cut down, and then these will be cut down. And then I added some extra tiles in here because I just wanted some extra in case that future down the road maybe you want to change something up. But you just hit submit for quote, or you can save and retrieve it or print it, and then Racedeck will contact you. You get a quote, make the payment. Usually about 2 weeks for delivery. The freight company will contact you, schedule delivery. You can figure it out with them as far as getting everything delivered. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I figured out what I wanted for the floor. And let's go ahead and start getting this stuff installed. So I went to Lowe's. I'll show you guys how I cut these tiles to make them fit. I went to Lowe's. Shout out to Lowe's. They're always would have awesome deals. Not only, again, I'm not sponsored by Lowe's, but Lowe's always has awesome deals. They have a military discount, which is nice. And so we got this, it's called a tile shear. It's a Brutus tile shear. You'll see a lot of videos of people putting down these tiles, these garage vented tiles, and they got like this $500-600 shear that's like 3 feet wide, and the thing costs $600. And we're gonna use this to trim down the tiles. This is gonna be that corner edge right there. So we need to go 3 inches in here. You mark your 3 inches, draw your line, chuck it in this thing right here. It's got a little lock right here. Loosen it up, push it over, latch comes up. So you get your mark wherever you want to mark it. This is just an extra piece, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how this works. I found that these shears, these tile shears, these are made for like vinyl tiles and stuff. They seem to make the cleanest cut, and there's no mess. You're not using a saw, you're not sending dust everywhere. And then you go ahead, just push it down, and it cuts it right flush. And it's gonna go right up against the wall, just like that. And then we're gonna go all the way down the wall, work our way across the front. If you're using this 3 inches of this right here, you can still reuse this half. So what you'll do is you'll cut this to 3 inches for the other side, and then this half can lock into the main section over here. I want to get the front and the sides done just to make sure my front to back measurement's good for cutting panels, and my side to side measurement's good for cutting panels when I did the math and ordered all this stuff. So I got 18 panels for that wall over there. We got it marked. This is going in that corner over there like that. The snap lock face in and out. And you're gonna trim it here, and that's a 3-inch piece for the edging on that side. do is take them. There's the loop side and the snap side. Line them up as close as possible. There's a couple things you can do. You can use your palm and just push down on them, and they'll just snap in. Or you really want to make sure they're in. I'm going to slide this in place. Take a rubber mallet and go from the middle out. That's it. Got notched, and it fit right up against there. Lines up. Fits up against there. There. Good. Alright, so it's not even in the south, but I'm dying here. But we got so far the first bay done. Now we're moving into the middle here. We gotta cut out these middle poles. There's gonna be a double layer of black in the middle, and then we can start on the other bay. Other than that, everything looks good. The wall goes out a little bit right here, but there'll be cables and stuff here, so it won't really matter that much. And we might bring this back up to do walls, so not too worried about that. So far, it's not too bad. Some parts you just attach a long run together and then attach it to the main section, and then just step on it, and it latches right in. Thing I would recommend is make sure you got the right measurements. These trim pieces take the longest to do along the edge, as far as just figuring out where they're at. This cutter, this tile shear, was awesome. I recommend picking it up. It's worth its weight in gold for just all around getting it done, because you're just going to sit there with a saw all day, saw and saw and saw, especially if you get the thing too short. You're just going to be sawing the freaking thing all day. So what I did is, if I was trimming them down, I just put the shear inside of a box so it catches all the little pieces and contains it all. So we got a bunch of cut pieces. We can use those for the corners, finish up tying them in, and we're going to get this place cleaned up. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I bring to you the final product. All in all, wasn't too bad. I started this about 10 o'clock this morning. It's 4 o'clock now. Wasn't too bad. Not quite finished. We need to cut these poles in. Over here, we're going to make a couple of trim pieces to fill in this gap right here. Cut that corner in, and then we're going to put a piece of trim there so we don't have to cut any more full-size pieces. But we got this whole trim here, and then this corner here. Sorry about the lighting if it's not very good lighting. The plan is to, on Amazon, you can buy these linkable LED bars. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these light sockets right here, and we're going to do recessed outlets here. Recessed outlets here, and then it's going to be a box of light bars. So we're going to run the light bars around so I have nice, good, bright lights, white lights, shining down in both bays. For right now, we'll probably leave this bay as it is because we might frame it in. But in this bay, I may or may not take down this garage opener because I really don't feel like I need it. I'll probably just take it down and manually open and close the door because I'm not really too worried about having the garage door opener. It's really not a necessity for me. You could just lock them right here, manually lock it, lift it up and down. That'll get this out of the way. It'll get that out of the way so then I can run those lights. Not sure what that is, but we'll get rid of these shelves, get rid of these hooks, fill it up, probably paint these walls over here. I don't think I'm going to paint anything over here, like I said, because I might frame it in. But other than that, this stuff came out pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty satisfied with it. Better view from out here. Seems very, very durable. I've heard complaints about it not doing too well when it comes to welding. Not worried about that because I have welding blankets, so if I'm doing any welding on the car or anything like that, I'll just go ahead and throw a blanket down. It's not that big of a deal. The welding table in the corner will it'll be a solid welding table with a tray underneath it, so any slag or anything that falls down, it should be good. But the light will take that down. Recessed socket, and yeah, that's it for the garage Racedeck free flow tile install. But other than that, it's all done. So for the next video, I guess we'll see you later. And yeah, till next time.